Yes, good afternoon everyone. In this presentation, I'll walk you through the complete process of creating a student registration system where one can register themselves by creating an account by providing their details using the PHP and MySQL. So the first thing we will need to do is set up our database. We'll create a database called registration, and in the registration database, shall add a table called students, and the student will take the following fields. So here we created our registration, and in this registration database we are having students, of which students have the 8 field, that is the ID, the registration number, the email, name, date of birth, gender, course, and the password. So that is it all now with our database. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to create a folder called registration in our directory access to our server. That's to create the folder inside the htdocs. As I'm using XAMPP server, inside the folder registration I create the following files. So I came up with my files. We are having the errors.php, the index.php, the login.php, the register.php, the server.php, and the style.php. So we shall edit these files using a text editor of your choice. Me, I used the Notepad++. So here I'm going to open registering using a register.php. So I come here, I open my file in the folder I edited with PHP. So a few things to note here is, first is that our form's action attribute is set up to register.php. So this means that when the form submit button is clicked, all the data in the form will be submitted to the same page, that is the register.php. The part of the code that receives this form data is written in the server.php file, and that's why we are including it all the very top of the register.php file. Note also that we are including the errors.php file to display forms, to display the form errors. We will come to that soon. As you can see in the head section, we are linking to a style.csv file. Let's write the code to make our form more beautiful. So here we came up with the style.csv to beautify our form. And now write the code that will receive information submitted from the form and store the information in the database. We do this in the server.php. So in our server.php we came up with this code, as we all can see. So sessions are used to track logged in users, and so we include sessions start, the top of the file. The comments in the code pretty much explain everything, but I will highlight a few things here. If this statement determines if the registration user button on the registration form is clicked, remember in our form the submit button has a name attribute set to register user, and that is what we are referencing in the statement. And the data is received from the form and checked to make sure that the user correctly filled the form. Passwords are also compared to make sure they do match. So if no errors were encountered, the user is registered in the users table in the database with a hashed password. So the hashed password is for security reasons, so that people don't hack our database. So this ensures that even if a hacker manages to gain access to your database, they will not be able to read your password. But the error message are not displaying now because our error.php file is still empty to display the errors. So we paste this code in the errors PHP file. In the PHP file. So whenever this code is going to help us not to go through the errors, like to tell us if we've made error somewhere, to enable us to track the errors made in the system. So we are having the login.php. So this is our code of the login.php. And it enables the user to log in. Again, all this does is to check the user has filled the form correctly and verifies that their credentials match a record from the database and logs them if it does. After logging in, the user is redirected them to the index.php. So our index.php is here, which is our code, and our success message will show. So let's write the index.php file, which is here, and the first if statement, this is our first if statement, is saying that if a user is already logged in, they are not logged in. If a user is not logged in, they will be redirected to the login page. Hence, this page is accessible to only logged in users. If you would like to make like any page accessible only to the logged in users, then you have to do is to place this statement at the top of the file. So the second if statement we are having, this is the second if statement, redirects them back to the login page, and that is to the development. So let's try to register students and check if the data has been captured in the database. So what we do, we go to our localhost, which is our home. Refresh, log out here. So if you've not signed in, what we shall do is you have to sign up. For example, I include the name, Namuleme Rita, with the registration number. What I will do is to change a bit here. I put 990, email Namuleme R 25 at gmail.com, and the date of birth here we shall start with a year like 1998 Feb 26. Feb 26. Then the gender, she is a female. Then the course of study could be, let me assume, education. We have our password as Rita, and here Rita. So shall register. So this is the successful message that name has been registered. So what we shall do is to go to our PHP. We go to our registration where we are having our students. So we shall make a refresh. We shall see name Rita existing here. So that's it all, and you can log out. For example, registration number Rita, NSC, and log in. Sorry, let's register another student here. Kabugo Herbert. The registration number 550. Email herbertk@gmail. herbertk@gmail.com. Excuse me. Then date of birth 1997 August 7th. And gender is male. Business administration. Business administration. Shall have the password as Herbert. Then we shall register. So here you can see the use of our error PHP is that the registration number already exists and the email already exists. So what we shall do here is to use a password as Bavas. And we shall do the register. Hope you can see the use of the error PHP code we are having, telling us that registration number already exists, email number already exists. What we are going to do is we are going to remove that, and the registration number we are going to use is 77. So we shall come and enter our password as Bowers, and here Bowers, and we shall register. So this is the successful message we have got. So when we go back to our localhost registration, that is my PHP, we shall and we refresh, we shall see Herbert existing in our database. So that's all about the excuse me, creating the registration form using the PHP and MySQL admin plus the HTML. So thank you so much. I submit. I stand by as you press.